Welcome to Fallen Enchantress, Legendary Heroes. I'm Eki. Starting out a new kind of world domination here. I've got two towns. One of them I turned into a fortress. The other one I haven't upgraded yet. So I've got one settlement and one fortress. I still have a lot of map area to kind of explore here. I've only done a very small piece of map up here. And I've gotten through a number of little mob camps and caught a bunch of treasure and some other stuff. And right now my army is kind of just hanging out in the city, resting up, because I just killed a whole bunch of darklings. So things are going pretty good. I'm just going to actually end the turn here and let my army heal up a little bit. Probably do like one more turn. And so my settlement grew a level, so I can do another fortress, or I could do a town. I think I'm going to do a town this time, because I already have a fortress, and I've already gotten all the barracks and that kind of stuff, so I'm going to kind of focus this town on more like economic growth. There's also lots of grain and production tiles around this area, so making this into a town is probably going to work out better in the long run. So now that I've upgraded to a town, I've got some new stuff here. I can make a well, which adds more food, or a faction food here with a grocer. So I'm actually going to make both of them. The well only took 5 turns, so I built that one first, and then I'm going to build the grocer next. And I don't really think I need the tower yet, so I'm just going to leave that as is. And while those are going, I'm going to train up a pioneer at the end of that. So in 29 turns I should have a pioneer, which I'll probably bring over to this area and settle another village there. So I think I've kind of done as much as I really need to exploring up north here, so I kind of want to start going a little bit more east and a little bit south. So I'm going to take out my army here and bring them to this new area. So I just got my first tank, which is awesome. And so now I've got my hero here, and a spearman, and a tank. So I think that's a good enough little starting army, at least to go do some treasure hunting. So I'm going to send them out of the village and into the wilderness. Oh cool, so I've already found another area I can settle. And it looks like I've just unlocked drills, so now I can have one more unit in my army, which is very useful. So I'm probably going to take advantage of that. I've got 2 empty slots here, so I'm going to make sure I've got plenty of guys training up. I'm going to make a couple more tanks, because it's a new unit I just unlocked and customized and stuff in an earlier video. And I'm going to keep these guys as is and collect some more treasure. So I'm going to grab my hero here and get some treasure. Despair scroll. Alright. Also got this little cave bear here. One of these guys killed my spearman earlier on, so he's kind of risky to fight, but I'm going to fight him anyways. He does this kind of vicious, like, mauling attack, which essentially, like, 2-shot my spearman earlier. So hopefully maybe I can just kill him before he even gets a chance to attack. That was bad news. Alright, relax. Damn. This cave bear just unloaded on my spearman. So it probably would have been smarter to put my tank as the first kind of guy the bear was attacking. But let's do this crushing blow, launch a 36 attack, but you lose your next action. So looks like now my tanks are going to be stuck there, which is okay, because they just need to take some damage for me. And my militia are going to continue to be completely worthless, but at least Eki is here to clean up after them. I'm going to use my fireball scroll. Oh, that was a really bad idea. I wasn't paying attention. I did a fireball, it did an area attack, and basically killed all of my dudes. I just Eki, oh man, I just killed all of my dudes. It was pretty bad mistake there. I guess I gotta be a little more careful with the scrolls I'm using. I'm not gonna let it deter me. I still got my militia. Hopefully, if they don't get mauled to death. Nice dodge, nice dodge. All right, let's do a crushing blow here. Get power. So this bear is definitely kicking my ass. Oh, he just ruined my militia. Eki killed all of my other guys. Let's see what else we got here. Let's just hopefully maybe I can do this double strike and take him out. He's got 4 health, and that's it. So cool. So I did 5 damage. My whole army is dead, but Eki leveled up. And so now I can add some more stuff. I definitely like the accuracy, but I feel like I've been hitting stuff pretty consistently. So I think I'm going to go for the critical strike instead. And now that I killed that bear, I'm going to grab the treasure here, which gives me a little bit of fame and a new shield. So let's head back to the city here. Because I'm not going to just run around with my hero all by himself. But it looks like now that my kind of influence area expanded, I can make a clay pit. So I'm going to do that. And I'm actually going to let this tank finish because it only needs 2 turns, and I just need guys for Eki's armor here. So I'm going to move my clay quarry up a little bit. So my well and my grocer are going to take a little bit longer to finish. And my pioneer is not going to be done for another 36 turns. But I got another tank here. And I am just like cranking out tanks. I got, you know, one tank every 5 turns here. Which will be good because I'm going to make a lot of these tanks, and then once I can make archers, I'm going to make only archers, so I'll have some dudes in the front line to suck up some damage, and then my archers will be nice and protected, hopefully. But let's send this tank up here to reinforce Otholo's army. And these guys are just down here kind of collecting treasure. I got another Doom Club, which is pretty worthless because I already have one of those. And this is a good area to settle, so I'm going to kind of explore around here and make sure there's no big monsters lurking about. And that also means that I need a pioneer. So let's train up a pioneer. And we'll let this other tank finish, and then we'll make the pioneer in 5 turns. Looks like I got another ogre army here. It's 69 attack, 18 defense. Their threat level is strong. So it's probably a good idea to try and keep a tile in between me and them. Because my little army here won't be able to take them out. But I am going to go for this treasure. Looks like there's a little crag spawn here. I'm going to let him live. And go for the treasure. So I got 15 research. Not bad, not bad. Looks like I also have a crystal crag here. Which, if you remember from earlier, there's a way to customize units, and some of them use crystal. So I'll probably, once I get another pioneer, expand out into this area so that I can grab that resource. Let's make sure my tanks are reinforcing the army like I need them to. And I'm going to head up and grab this treasure up here. And Eki's not doing too good. He's got 1 tank. I'm going to send him down to the fortress so that he can get some new units. I think I can fit a couple more dudes here. And I've just got my pioneers. It's going to be kind of risky to put a settlement right next to this ogre army. But this area is way, way better, so I'm going to move them up there. Which actually, let's move him up with Eki's army. Achievement built. So it looks like one of my AI opponents did some kind of building which gives them a bonus, and nobody else can make that specific building. But let's merge up my army here. Make sure that they're going the right way. And calm down there, Eki. Got my pioneers here to get them all in the same army. And then I think I should wait. Nah, you know, I'm not gonna wait. Let's go. I got Eki and I got a tank. So I think I can make it up to this area and settle. And Othello's army is looking pretty good. Almost got a full army here. I have one more slot left, which hopefully I'll be unlocking archery soon. Let's see how close I am. Because I need 5 more turns for the weaponry, and then I need 39 turns for archery. So I'm definitely not really all that close. I'm gonna keep exploring kind of towards the east over here. Probably take out this crag spawn real quick. And I got another tank, so I'm gonna send him up with Eki's army. And this is good. This fortress here is just cranking out units. And looks like the crag spawn dares to taunt me, which I don't know what he's thinking, but I'm just gonna have to kill him for it. So we're gonna move up the spearmen and do nothing. And move up Eki, or oh, this is Othello. So I'm just gonna leave him there too. Let's move up all my guys and basically just pass because I can't attack the crag here because I don't have any ranged units. But I got a pretty vicious force here. I got 3 tanks and a spearman. Realistically, I should be a little bit more careful about kind of leading with my spearmen here. I'm going to use my rush ability, and that'll give me another turn. And then I'm going to do a crushing blow. Just did 14 damage, pretty good. Move up my tank, and do another 3 damage. Move up this tank, and do another 3 damage. And these guys are going to kind of flank around the side here. So this crag spawn is probably getting kind of nervous, considering I outnumber him. But that's what he gets for taunting me earlier. Kind of do a little ninja attack there. And my spearmen are going to have to flank around the side here. And just pass. And now I'm just going to basically attack with all of my guys. Move them up a little bit more. And just keep on launching attacks at this guy. So he did 5 damage there. And my spearmen made it up finally. We're able to do 10 damage, which is pretty awesome. And we took that guy down pretty easily. So I'm feeling good about my army here. But let's keep on going. Keep on exploring for some more treasure. Here's a chest right here. Got a pretty killer army there. And these guys, this is the crag spawn's army. They got 60 attack and 78 defense, which I don't think I can take out. So I'm just gonna have to let them live and keep on exploring here. Let's try and find maybe another area I can settle. So I'm finally getting closer to archery. I got 34 more seasons to go. And I just unlocked a bunch of stuff with weaponry. So I got throwing knives and a warhammer, axe, a dagger, firebrands. These are cool little skirmisher guys. And we'll just keep on going. I think now that I got those firebrands, and looks like I only have 1 more turn left for that tank, which is a perfect timing. But it looks like I can't train the firebrands because I don't have any metal. Which means I need to find a metal node. Hopefully this is metal. Perfect. So there's some iron ore right there. Which means I'm going to actually move going to put my settlement here, so that way I have direct access to the iron ore. And I got another tank, which I'm going to send up to Eki's army. And now that I just built this settlement here, I'm going to make an iron mine, which will allow me to create the new skirmisher unit that I just got. So let's build the standard there, a monument, and a merchant. Also looks like I can make a cleric now to help with unrest. And so things are going pretty good. So now I've got 3 settlements, Tahiria, Ed Raran, and Yenafrud, which are some crazy names. I should probably rename them to something a little easier to remember, a little easier to pronounce. But let's kind of take a look overview here. I've got my Othello's army. There's some kind of big monster here, and there's like an area I can settle here. There's an area I can settle over here, and it looks like I've got some kind of crystals around here, and it looks like I got some wild wargs, which is pretty sweet. So if I research warg riding, I can make dudes that ride around on wargs, which kind of helps with their speed and some of their, like, you know, defense and health points and stuff. But so we're gonna keep going here and try and find some more treasure, which I just did. Got a lost library here. But it looks like I'm missing something. One of my towns isn't really building anything. So I'm definitely going to do the lumber yard, which is going to give me more production. And I don't really care about these other 2, so I'm just not going to build those. And I'm going to make some firebrands once I get metal. So I've got 6 turns left on my lumber yard, and I think my mine is going to be done in 5 turns, so that works out perfectly. And it looks like I got some kind of quest over here. So I'll probably do that in a little bit. But in the meantime, I'm going to grab this treasure. Just give me some research. Since I've already got one of my armies up here, I'm going to start heading a little bit more south, kind of along the coastline here. But I'm going to try and avoid these Igni's army here, 'cause it looks a little scary. But yeah, so this is Fallen Enchantress, Legendary Heroes. I'm Eki. This is, I think, the 3rd video in the series. I'm going to keep on going, try to keep them around 15 or 20 minutes each. So I hope you like watching these, and I will see you on the next video.